So a 180 meter long train is traveling at 36 kilometer per hour. So this is just one given information. What is it? Speed is 36 kilometer per hour. Now everything is in terms of meters, so let's just convert this also into meters per second, which is 10 meters per second. How did we get this 5 by 18? This concept which says, so from kilometer per hour to meters per second, you can multiply it by 5 by 18, and in case you have 1 meter per second and you want to convert it into kilometer per hour, you can multiply it by 18 by 5. This is something you need to remember. So you know it's just basically the concept, as you know, it's 36 kilometer per hour, right? So in the kilometer per hour you're going to have how many meters? 100 meters, and hours is going to, you are going to have how much? 60 minutes, 60 into 60, because your meters per second you're going to convert it in, correct? So when you solve this, you'll again get 10 meters per second. Basically this is just simplified to 5 by 18, nothing else. Okay, this is something you, just to save your time, it's this. Or you can also follow this method to convert it into meters per second, so that's completely on you, not a problem. So this is the given information, so I'll just remove these things as it's just a concept to remember, so that's okay. Okay, now we have gotten 10 meters per second as the speed, and the distance, not the distance, the length of the train is nothing but 180 meters, correct? We can also consider this as the distance traveled for that matter, but let's see how the question goes. Let's take the first question first. How long will it take to pass an electric pole 6 meters tall? Now when an electric pole is 6 meters tall, is that affecting the total distance that is covered by the train? No, correct, because it's a stationary object which does not have a length. Therefore the time that will be, it will be just the time taken for the distance of the train, that is nothing but 180, and the speed is 10 meters per second, so 18 seconds is the answer. The pole concept, right? Basically it is a object that does not have an additional length, therefore it will not affect the distance covered, and the tallness or the length above of the pole will not really affect it, so you can ignore that, it's just to confuse you. Second, if initially 100 meter, if the train was 100 meter away from the signal, at what time will it completely pass the signal, correct? So already it is 100 meter away, so it has to first travel that 100 meters, correct? And additionally its own length is 180 meters, so the entire train from starting to end has to cross that signal, correct? So it has to travel that entire 180 meters, so this will become the total distance that it will be traveling, total distance that it will be traveling, 280, correct? So what will be the time? Time will be distance by speed, which is again 28 seconds. Okay, let's see the third one. How long will it take to completely pass a 300-meter long platform? So again the same concept here, already it will be crossing this 300 meter long platform. Additionally it has a length of 180 meters. Okay, so this will be 480 meters, so the time will be 480 by 10, which is nothing but 48 seconds. Okay, now lastly, what is the fourth question? A man is standing in the middle of the above platform. How long will it take for the train to cross him? Again, you consider this man as a it is a stationary object, correct? And he's not moving, so again you can just consider the train, or have the train only cross the man, so it just has to cross its own length from the man, which will again be 18 seconds, because there's no length, so that's not really impacting the man, or impacting the train. Okay, so this is the final answer. First one is 18 seconds, 28 seconds, 48 seconds, and 18 seconds. For any questions, do let me know in the comments, and thank you so much.